Welcome at Inspired by Ruth. Today, I thought of us to talk about the beauty of the creation. I am in the middle of the sea, and I look around myself, it's just water. Water, water, water. And then I'm asking myself, who is this who created all this water? What stopped the water from spilling to the dry land? And I can't get an answer, but I thought the best answer I can find it in Job 38. And we are going to read Job 38 verse number 1. Then the Lord answered Job out of the whirlwind and said, who is this who darkens the counsel by the word without knowledge? Now prepare yourself like a man. I will question you, and you shall answer me. One of Job's friends came to visit Job, and is telling Job like he knows it all. And Job, God is mad. Why is this man saying a lie? He's not speaking the truth about the creation. He's lying to Job. He's not speaking the right counsel. And God loves Job so much, because he knows at that time Job is so vulnerable. And sometimes when you hear some counsel, the counsel can come and corrupt you. And God loving Job so well, he said, no, let me go and correct this man. And he's coming to Job and he's telling Job, who is this man that is darkening the counsel? He's not saying the truth. Job, sit up like a man. I want to speak to you about the creation. And God begins in Job 38, line number 4. Where were you when I laid the foundation of the earth? Tell me, God is asking Job. If you have understanding, wow. Who determined its measurement? Job. Surely you know, very sarcastic. God is telling Job, very sarcastic. Surely, Job, you know. Who stretched the line upon it? To what was its foundation fastened? Who laid its cornerstone? We have heard so many theories about the foundation of the earth, how old the earth is, how some animal came to be, how the human being came to be, how whatever we see today came to the formation. And God is saying, who is this darkening the counsel? Who is this speaking like he knows it all? Why? God myself, I created the heaven and the earth. Nobody knows. And he's continuing. And as he's speaking to Job, I think he's speaking to us today. Tell me, where were you when I laid the foundation? If I ask myself, was I there when God was laying the foundation? Has any science told us where the foundation of the earth is? What type of stones were used? What type of wire, the metal was used? No. And God is coming to challenge Job. Line number 8. Or who shut the sea with doors? The sea that I'm in today. If I look around myself, it's just water. Who controls the edges of the sea and tells the water this far you can go? What stopped the rivers of the ocean to split the dry land? And God is telling Job, or who shut the sea with the door? And where is the door? When it burst forth, issue from the womb. When I made the cloud its garment. What we see in the sky, we see the blue sky, that's where our eyes can reach. Sometimes we see the cloud is white. God is saying in Job 38:9, when I made the cloud its garment, those are the garments. The cloud has garments, and thick darkness and the swindling band. When I fixed my limit for it, I set bars and doors. When I say, this far you may come, God put the boundaries of the creation, but no further. And here your proud waves must stop. He's speaking about the sea. God said, this far you may come, but no further. The oceans, God has put the boundaries. that this far the ocean can go, this far the water can go. It cannot split to the dry land. And here you proud waves must come to a stop. The wave that we see, God is saying, they are called the proud waves of the sea. And God has told them, you proud waves must stop. He has given the boundaries where they may stop. Continue in 38:12. Have you commanded the morning? Job, have you ever commanded the morning? Since your day began, since you were born, have you ever commanded the morning? And cast the down to know its place. Job has no words here. He can't even speak. He's quiet. Because all these questions God is telling, they're so heavy. Even they're heavy to ourselves. Even they're heavy to me as I'm reading. And then we are going to jump to line number 16. Have you entered the spring? Have you entered the springs of the sea? Job, have you entered the springs of the sea? Or have you walked in search of the depth? Who has gone to the depth of the sea? Who has gone to the depth of the sea? Have the gates of the dead been revealed to you? Oh my God, this is heavy. Have the gates of death been revealed to you? We human beings, we don't know what happens beyond the grave. We bury our loved ones to the grave and we go in our homes. Oh God, I'm even shaken. Have the gates of death been revealed to you? No, who knows what happens when the person died? Who knows beyond the grave? Who knows when somebody closes their eyes? And God is asking Job all these questions. Have you ever comprehended the breadth of the earth? Tell me if you know all this. I don't think I can answer either of the question. Even I don't think our sons can answer all these questions that I've read. And this is the book of Job. This is the Bible. This is not any science book. This is not any. These things are so depth. They are so deep, even any science to comprehend them. We have read, we thank God for our science, but none of them can answer these questions. The word of God is real. We're in number 19. Where is the way to the dwelling of the light? Who knows where the light dwells? We wake up in the morning and we see the sun shining towards us. And God is asking Job, where is the way to the dwelling of the light? Who knows where the light lives? Even to us, now as I'm speaking this, who knows where the dwelling of the light lives? Who knows? That you may take it to its territory, God. That you may know the path of its home. Who knows its territories? Who knows the path of his home? Do you know? Do you know it? And God is asking Job, do you know it? All these questions, I don't think that myself I can answer. Neither any of the sons can answer these questions. Do you know it? Because you were born then. Oh my God, very sarcastic. Let me repeat, verse number 21. Do you know it? Because you were born then. Job was not born at that time. God is so mad. Do you know it? Because you were born then. Job was not born when the creation was being created. He was not born. But God is asking him very sarcastically. Hey, number 21. Do you know it because you were born then, or because the number of your days is great? Hey! Very sarcastic question. You can see how God is so mad. Why? Because some counsel, somebody can come and give you a wrong counsel and you can believe it and you can find yourself in error. And that's why God is so mad. He's asking Job, line number 21, do you know it? Because you were born then. Job was not born when the world was created. Neither was I. Neither anyone was created then or was born then. But God is asking Job, because you were born then, or because the number of your days is great. Oh my. Number 22. Number 22. Have you entered the treasury of the snow? A. Or have you ever seen the treasury of the hail, which I have reserved for the time of trouble, for the days of the battle of war? By the way, its light diffused, or the east wind scattered over the earth. Who has divided a channel for the overflowing water? Who has divided the channel, a channel for the overflowing water? Who has created a channel for water to flow? Or the path of the thunderbolt, to cause it to rain on the land where there is no one, a wilderness of which there is no man, to certify the desolate west, in the Kalahari, in the Amazon, the places where there's no one. God is telling Job, even those places no one inhabit, God still take care of those areas, like the Amazon, the Kalahari Desert, the Siberian, the places we know nobody lives. God is telling Job in 25, who has divided the channel for the overflowing water, or the path to the thunderbolt, to cause it to rain on the land where there is no one, a wilderness to which there is no man, to satisfy the desolate west, and cause it to spring forth the growth of the tender grass. Has the rain a father? Has the rain has a father? Or who has begotten the drops of the dew? Who is the owner of the drops of the dew? From whose womb comes the eyes? From whose womb comes the eyes? I believe by now Job is fascinated. He's tongue-tied. There's nothing he can say. As I'm reading this myself, I don't have any answer for all these questions. I've never had any science answering these questions. With our knowledge that we have, that God has blessed us, nobody can answer all these questions God is asking Job. And the frost of the heaven, who gave its birth? Who gave the birth of what you see? The waters hardened like stone, and the surface of the depth is frozen. And guess what? This is the Bible. This is not another book. Job 38. Okay, we are in 31 now. Job 38:31. Can you bind the cluster of the Pirates, or loose the belt of the Orion? Can you bring out Mazzaroth in its season, or can you guide the great bear with its cub? Do you know the ordinance of the heavens? Can you set their dominion on the earth? Can you lift up your voice to the cloud, that an abundance of water may cover you? Oh, can you lift up your voice to the cloud, that an abundance of the water may cover you? Can you send out lightning, that they may go? My God, can you? And say to you, here we are. Who has put the wisdom of the mind, or who has given the understanding of the heart? Who can number the clouds by the wisdom? Who can number the clouds by the wisdom? Or who can pour out the bottle of the heavens? That's okay. We are number 35 now. Can you send out the lightning, that they may go? And say to you, here we are. Who has put wisdom in the mind, or who has given the understanding to the heart? Who can number the clouds by wisdom, or who can pour out the bottle of the heaven? When the dust hardens in the clams, and the calves cling together, can you hunt the prey for the lion? Can you? Job, can you? Or satisfy the appetite of the young lion? When they crouch in their dens or clung in their hairs to lie in the wait, who provides food for the raven? When the young one cry for God and wander about for the lack of. Job 38 is so fascinating. The questions are so hard. I don't think anyone can answer. Because even the creation, when you look at it, we cannot answer. They are so hard. And we thank God because God has the answer for all these questions. And when I looked at the waters, the vastness of the water, let me just show you the vastness of the water. Look at the vastness of the water. We can't even see beyond. And I think that's where our eyes can reach. But it's beyond what we see. Then you wonder, who is this? Who created this? And I'm telling you, our God is a creator. The only person who can answer all those questions is the one who created. That is the God that we worship. That's the God that we call him is Elohim. Elohim, the creator. I just don't want to continue. Job 39 continue to ask. Job is still questioned by God at Job 39. But I thought we just discuss a little bit of that Job 38 because I was so fascinated by water. The vastness of the water, the creation. You know, when you're in the dry land, you just think that is only what the earth has to give. Until you go to the water, then you realize, oh my, our God. It's only God, the Elohim, who is able to do all these things. It's only the Elohim who can do that. Who can do that? God bless you so much. Subscribe as we continue with this Inspired by Ruth. God bless you so much.